Good afternoon, everyone, and happy Sunday. It's lunchtime. Now it's about 1:30 p.m. and I thought I'll make some wraps with mince, potato cubes cooked in the oven, and these are the toppings for the wraps. So I'll show you what I'm doing, but in terms of what you need for it is just tortilla wraps, and these are from Lidl. You can see my little food haul in my playlist called Cooking and Food Hauls. Then I'm just using this low-fat lean beef mince, so we'll use the remainder. There was a total of 650, and I think here we have about 300 grams left. Some organic potatoes. I left the peel on, the skin on. It's just, more fiber essentially. Now, toppings. So, first of all, we will season up the meat with just this chicken seasoning. There's no particular reason why. I made similar stuff yesterday and it just tasted good. This is your normal cheddar cheese, strength 1, and this is a grated high protein mature cheese. So I'll be using this for mine. We're making 2 servings total. We have some pickles and red pepper. So let's transfer the potatoes into the tray. Add a dash of what we have here is organic olive oil. Mix it up. You can add spices. Today I don't feel like it. And we'll just put it in the oven and then we'll start working on the wraps. Or rather, sort of what I'm trying to, or what I will be doing is make a pizza without it being, in a way, so unhealthy. Like a homemade pizza using tortilla wraps, like your sloppy Giuseppe pizza, which is with mince and some pepper, and you can add spices and chilies if you like. Let's get to work. Let's talk about nutrition for a moment. So this is the organic extra virgin olive oil, 500 ml bottle. I want us to have a look at the 15 milliliters. 1 tablespoon has 123 calories. That's just 1 tablespoon. So I won't be just drizzling everywhere, yeah? I will be taking a spoon. I will start with a teaspoon and see if that's just enough for the potatoes. I want to bring your attention to the portion size, and that sometimes even the healthy food can become quite, how will I say, work against you if you eat too big a portion, even if it's a healthy food, yeah? Olive oil, we all know, can be very good for us. But at the same time, if we use too much of it, like 2, 3, 4 tablespoons, that can add up to 500 calories, And that adds a lot onto our daily calorie intake, and we need only certain amount of calories. So I'm just bringing your awareness to that, and my own awareness as well. So this is our stage 2. 2 wraps, 2 clean pans. The potatoes are inside, and that will take probably half an hour or more. So we just have to think about the timing of everything, really. The meat will take, I don't know, 7-10 minutes to cook from both sides. And I suppose the downside is that the potatoes are just, it just went in a few minutes ago. I may get my wraps ready and show you that, and wait for about 10 minutes until I actually put it in. And I probably don't want the wrap to get very, soggy and wet from the meat. So I may just hold off for a couple of moments, and then we will continue once the potatoes are maybe 10 or 15 minutes into the cooking. I'm just using the time and taking the stuff out from the dishwasher. I'll be loading the dishwasher and we're just using the time because potatoes will take long, and if we want to have it as a side, we'll just have to wait. Nothing wrong using the time, and it's just gonna be productive. Let's have a look at the progress. I had to add oil because it was just too dry. Okay, so finally there is some movement on the potatoes. As you can hear, they're live. And so, time to work with our mince and get some lunch in. I've just turned on the electric hob. You can kind of go on more or less high. Prepare your pans, add a teaspoon of oil. See if it's too little, then add more if needs to be. I will just taking bits of meat and applying it right direct on here, putting some seasoning and putting it to fry. So that should be just 2-3 minutes to prepare. Okay, so I've done this yesterday for the first time. Today is my second time ever doing it, and I think it's a very nice solution when you want something crunchy and pretty much low cost. You can use up the mince, any mince you have, could be turkey, chicken. I seem to have beef, so. And then you know yourself, add as much or as little meat as you want. You can even use like veggie alternatives. I only know the frozen corn meat, the mince. I don't know, would it work if you would defrost it? You could try that. Let me know down in the comments. So that's first. Of course, look, you're working with raw meat. Just be aware of like cross-contamination with your other stuff that you have, yeah? I can see that the pans are ready for oil, which I will add just in one moment. I want to use up the rest of the mince. Then like wash this packaging, wash my hands, and you know, essentially call it a day when it comes to working with raw meat. That's it. You just have to push it in, you know, try to kind of push it in evenly more or less, like flatten it down a good bit, and you'll have to fry it up from both sides. Okay, we'll be seasoning it once I wash this hand, and we'll be frying it up. Here you go, a teaspoon of oil is going to come in. The pan is hot. Always make sure that you heat up the pan first, and once it's ready, then you'll only add the cold oil. Let this to heat up and only then add food. I see that, well, it's kind of common mistake or misconception for people to add oil into the cold pan. Right, okay. So this will only take a few moments, and I'll need my other hand for the measurement of the oil. Here is a teaspoon of organic olive oil. We'll just put that in. Comment down below if you are using the spray oil. And then we'll just season and put our wraps in. So seasoning as much or as little as you like. Now this seasoning comes with salt already, so don't be adding salt on the top of your salt that is in the seasoning. It's something else that you could just have a look there at the ingredients. You may not know, but say here we have salt as a first ingredient, which means or should mean that the largest ingredient here is the salt. So like there is a lot of salt basically. Okay, so 2 wraps are ready to go. One. Now again, I'm working with one hand. We'll go in. That's easy peasy lemon squeezy. There's a tiny sliver of oil, but I feel that it's gonna be just about enough, you know. So here we're gonna go and season it just like that, you know, and just put it right here. We'll give it some time, make sure that you cook the meat fully, and we'll flip it over Once you have flipped it over, you can add your toppings. Cheese will melt nicely, and then potatoes are almost, ooh, that was hot, sorry. Potatoes are almost good to go. And that's the idea, to have it all together, enjoy lunch, and go outside because it's a gorgeous bright day out. Gorgeous blue skies. Very sunny. So this is about a minute into frying it up one side. You can see a bit of steam coming through. It's only been a minute, so it's very unlikely for it to be burning. Smells gorgeous. Check in with it a few times, you know, you can have a look carefully, and why not to try something new, especially if you can use up the groceries that you already have at home. It's gonna be a well-deserved meal, and then a walk to follow. You look forward to the walk? Yeah, me too. Yeah, you have to sacrifice a bit of your time, you know, if you want to cook, but it's very rewarding. It's a nice feeling. It smells gorgeous, I have to say. Very steamy. I usually, first time I did it was yesterday. I give it few minutes on the high, and then you just go on the lower temperature to make sure that the meat is cooked through. There you are. It smells gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Do you look forward to lunch? Same. Okay, time to take it out. Time to take it out. So you just have to be brave, essentially. You just have to flip it. And then this is higher heat, so I want it for a bit of a charcoal feel, let's put it that way. It's not burned, it's gonna be nice. We had the same yesterday. And go. Perfect. You know, don't lose the confidence, just have to go at it. It's just a mince after all. If it breaks apart, it breaks apart. No worries. Now, this is the part where my portion yesterday tasted like a burger. If you make it crispy enough, you know, you can almost hold it like a massive pizza thing. So I want to reach that same effect, so I think I'll just go on 7. Because the other portion was flipped together, you know, it was like halved. And mine was like this. And I had it like pizza. Well, look, things are looking very good. The plates are ready. And we're both really ready for lunch. Finishing touches, as promised, I would be adding cheese. And I will be getting the smaller one. It's hard to tell, actually. I think they're kind of similar, I would say. So this is the cheese, which is cheddar 1, strength 1. We'll be adding this, essentially like a full fat cheese, you know, that could be about 34 grams of fat in this cheese per 100 grams. But this one here is a high protein cheese, and I bought this in Lidl. You can see the food haul as well as a walkthrough in the shop in my playlist called the food hauls and groceries and cooking, which you are now in this playlist. And let's have a look here. You see fat is only 10 grams per 100 grams. So high protein, 34.1. I'll be using this today. And we also want to make sure that we're not burning stuff, so you should reduce to about 3 now. Just let the cheese melt for a bit, and that's it. Your side of chips is right in the oven. You made yourself a healthier than you would get in a restaurant meal. And other than that, you're using up your groceries, so you're only winning in life, right? Let's get some light on. I should have done earlier, but it seemed to be bright enough, okay? All right, so we'll be just sprinkling some cheese. A couple of things, pickles and peppers, they can be a bit, they have that moisture. So if you were to add it right here on the top now, my only thing is that it would probably, well, slow down the cheese melting and it would add some moisture. So I won't do it. I'll add it when we're at the table. Anyway, I think it's really worthwhile trying. Give it a go. Potatoes are gonna come out in the next moment or two. They look nice and crispy. This is the final result. It's piping hot. It's inviting. Potatoes. Are we upside down? I think we're upside down. Interesting. The timer is going upside down for some reason. The video time. I hope we're not upside down. Other than that, we'll be trying out, eating, enjoying, going for a walk later. For mine, I will be adding some chili flakes. If we had some rocket, it would be great, but we finished it yesterday. We have some lettuce, which is an option. And other than that, you can add Tabasco, which I will be doing as well. You may add some extra spices and might add some chili flakes because these are, I think I have to take the cap off to take more. Look, enjoy your lunch, enjoy your Sunday, or it could be different time of the week. Enjoy your day. Thanks for watching and try it out. And as to us, I'd like to invite us to have some lunch, please. There we are. Nice and sunny day. Gorgeous. Nice sun coming through. There, you see, you can just hold it like that. It's like a flying UFO. It's gorgeous. I've tried it already, nice and crispy. What do you think? Is it good? The nodding of the head.
It is good.
Fantastic.